Rian Johnson is in the early stages of planning what his new trilogy will be. Johnson joined the galaxy far, far away a few years back to write and direct, and all indications have been it will shake up the franchise like never before. Coming off of many were excited to see what he could do with a big franchise. And it is almost time for audiences to see what he's done. Audiences may not yet have seen, but Lucasfilm is clearly confident in it and in their director. It was recently announced that Johnson is developing a trilogy of his own in this universe, but one that will be completely original and separate from the Skywalker saga. The news came right before Johnson and everyone involved with began the press tour, meaning Johnson will be pestered with endless amounts of questions about what he's doing next. Related, Rian Johnson's trilogy will liberate Star Wars YouTuber Kenna McHugh shared a video of Rian Johnson on the press line at a fan event in Mexico where he discussed his new trilogy for the very first time. The clip doesn't reveal the specific question Johnson was asked, but it appears to be in reference to what his trilogy will be about or how far along in the process he is, which isn't actually very far. We're gonna have to see. I'm just in the very beginning of starting to come up with what the new trilogy is going to be. But I can tell you this, what makes me so excited about it is the idea of doing a new story on the big canvas of 3 movies in this world. There's just so much potential and I can't wait to jump into it. Considering Johnson has been hard at work on for the better part of 3 years, it isn't surprising to know he hasn't really started to work on the next 3 films. His priority up until this point is making sure it is the best it can be and now promoting it for weeks. Once the dust settles and Johnson gets some much-deserved time off, breaking ground on the script, overall story, characters, etc. will be the place to start. There is still much that is unknown about Johnson's trilogy, but he does reiterate here that, if nothing else, it will be new. Johnson is implementing plenty of new elements in judging by the marketing, and there's no telling how much else is in the film that has yet to be shown. Giving someone like Johnson a blank canvas to run wild in the world of is an exciting prospect. Still, questions remain as to when it will take place, how it will be, and when it will start to hit theaters. Johnson is only set to write and direct the first installment in this new trilogy, but he'll be heavily involved in the following 2 films as well. This should be expected to be a long development process, as they plan out 3 entire films and complex character arcs, instead of only focusing on the first film. Luckily for Johnson, Lucasfilm has a slate of upcoming films that should mean he doesn't need to get his first installment into theaters before 2021. Unfortunately for fans, that may mean a few years of waiting to see how this shakes out. Next, what will Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy be about? Source: Kenna McHugh.